Oh, I did do that right.
enough.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready now. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I didn't I wasn't sure if I was recording it right.
Oh,
It looks like it's recording, right?
No. I know. I had to check the settings to make sure that we all had like separate audio. But
Oh,
I
yeah.
already
Okay,
had
good.
checked the box.
excellent.
Good enough.
I have no doubt. You're the best of us.
Okay.
That's far from true. But I appreciate the sentiment.
We all have our strengths.
I feel
think.
like I like when Barbara and I share a screen. It
I
feels
know.
like we're on House Hunters and we're checking in like,
Right.
we've been here 3 weeks. Here's what we've done so
Look at
far.
the sconce. Look at the lighting.
It's great.
My budget is $4 million.
Great. We can do nothing with that. It's too little.
I collect rocks on the side of the road. My budget's $16 million.
It
Yeah.
is. Where
do these people get the money?
Where do they come from?
I don't know. And why are they always so mad about the dumbest thing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start a show on HGTV called Just Knock the Wall Out, because that's all they do. Every time everybody walks through a house, you know what? We'll just knock that wall out.
Open it up.
Just open it. We'll knock that wall out. We'll knock this one out.
Yeah.
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 I don't load bearing. I don't give a shit. Knock it out.
Mine's called Open Concept, which is also my sexy show. It goes both ways.
Oh, well.
Provocative.
Happy
Hey-o.
Pride, everybody.
Happy Pride, everyone.
Happy sexy chicken,
Happy
everyone.
sexy chicken.
Coincides with Pride.
Oh boy. You know what I'm proud of?
What?
Our guest.
Yes. We have a great one.
We have a really great guest. Do you want to do a little intro?
Yeah, I can do an intro. Today we are joined by Alison Zeidman. Allison is an Emmy-nominated writer.
What?
For full
Oh my
film.
gosh.
Samantha Bee. I know, right?
What?
We are not worthy.
We've
Also
hit our peak. This is it.
also writes for Adam Ruins Everything.
Love it.
And I believe Allison wrote 2 episodes of Archer, which
Love
is
it.
really cool, and has done so many
3 of my
cooler
favorite
things,
shows.
so.
I love it.
There you go. All of Ralph's top.
So welcome to the show. Alison Zeidman's here. Yay!
Wow.
Thank you for having me.
That's quite a
course.
pedigree you got going there.
So many more things that I could have.
Oh, but what have I done lately is what I ask myself often ever since the strike ended and there were still no jobs.
I remember you way back when I coached you on a little indie team, Malone, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
you were my first improv class. My very first.
What?
When I was like, I want to do stand-up, but I'm too shy and I don't know how to perform and I don't know anyone in Philadelphia. Let me take an improv class and meet people and I'll get used to performing. And yeah, you were a great teacher.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. I am getting residual checks from all her work.
Good.
It's a few cents a month.
You are? Because I'm not getting any more. They're not airing.
I mean, I'm not getting anything. Sorry.
Don't worry, it's an improv check. It's not real.
Yeah, they're just going to Ralph's. Yeah, he's every month he's like, ooh,
Yeah.
look
at this check.
Oh, it's here. Ellie's doing very well.
My partner's like, your object work sucks. Shut up. Did you ever think that you starting out that you would be where you are now, having done all the things that you've done?
No, I had no idea what I was doing. There's no direct path in this field, as you guys know. I was just keep doing stuff and hope something happens.
Yeah.
Did you have any kind of I'm aiming for this general area of writing or producing, because I know you've done both of those, or was it just I'm along for the ride wherever this takes me?
More so writing. I started out doing improv, but I always really wanted to do stand up. So after a year, I finally I was like, these might be jokes, and I did my first open mic, and was mainly focused on stand up when I lived in Philly, and then when I moved back to New York, but also trying to build up writing skills, from late night style jokes to pilot scripts and all that kind of thing. Yeah, I remember having, actually, it's funny that you mentioned Malone, the indie team, because I remember hanging out with all of them like we were like at, I don't know, we're getting like ice cream or something like after a practice. And I was like, yeah, I think like I really want to do this. And everyone was like, that's great. And then like I was dating someone on the team. And when we broke up and he took it very badly, he was like, I feel like you're just directionless. And like, I'd love to stay in your life as like a mentor. And I was just like, no, I was serious. Like, I actually want to like pursue comedy. So here we are.
Doing it.
Probably shouldn't say that. I probably shouldn't tell that story because like somebody might be able to figure out who it was, but
Wow.
That's
And hey, nothing bad. People grow apart. He was
Agreed,
a very practical person, and
Yeah.
you know, it is what it is. Yeah, it happens. Happens to the best of us.
yeah, hopefully not so condescending years later.
Right, yeah. Yeah. Hopefully we grew out of that.
Yeah, all fingers crossed for.
He's still a straight man, so
Well,
chances are
yeah.
good.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, there's some dumb gay guys out there too, let me tell you. Straight guys do not have a corner of the market on those. Yeah. I think it's just a Y chromosome that, you know, it can go, it's either 50-50. It goes one of two ways. You're either a good guy or you're just dumb as a box of hammers, and you just.
I think it's like it's not even. It's more just like a degree of confidence that I don't have to be like, let me just speak as if I know better than you about everything.
Yeah.
Like I can't. I'm all, you know, even if there is, I'm just like being so diplomatic about like, you know, like writing the email and like, I don't want to like step on any toes, but here's my little tiny opinion. Like,
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people would never, like I would never have the confidence to be like, oh, let me mentor someone I broke.
You're like, what have you done?
Well, Aubrey, if you were dating someone as directionless as I was, like, oh my God,
well, in fairness,
you would feel compelled to intervene, you know?
I mean, I will not say anything further,
Yeah.
but I would not say you're a directionalist because you've done way more than I've done. So,
well, I didn't have really any idea what I was doing. So yeah, and to be fair, I guess like, you know, back then it was kind of a crazy dream to think that I remember when I was leaving my arts nonprofit job in Philly to move to New York, because I was like, all right, like I've been doing stand-up for like a year and a half. I think like I really want to seriously pursue this. Like I need to go somewhere where there's just like a lot more stage time. And my boss at that job was like, so like what's the plan if it doesn't work out? Are you like, oh, in 5 years if I haven't? And I was like, I don't really know. Like I'm not putting a timeline on it because like you kind of it may never work out. I don't know. Like I guess just until I feel horrible about myself and want to stop, which didn't quite happen, but I got real close right before I got my first TV job. I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
No,
It's like all my jokes suck. I need to throw all these out and like take a break or something.
You never hear anybody say that about people who want to be like lawyers or doctors.
Yeah, they're like,
oh, you're trying the lawyer thing. Like, what's your 5-year plan? Like, if it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Like medical school is like what, like 12, 16 years? Like, what happens if you can't get through all that? Like, then you're not a doctor.
It's only the arts. Anybody who's like, I want to do something in the arts. Are you sure?
Like that's so cute.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. It's like it's like as if you don't know that it's like, yeah, it's not easy and like not necessarily like a sustainable career choice.
It also feels like a trap when they say that because they're like, it's almost like you shouldn't even try, maybe. Like,
yeah, it's kind of like they're saying, like, look, you need a fallback plan. Like, I'm not feeling confident for you.
How accurate is anytime we see like writers' rooms on television or in the movies, it always kind of feels a certain way. Like, how accurate are the depictions of a writer's room compared to reality?
I guess give me is there like any specific example that you have in mind?
The one that keeps popping into mind because we just finished watching it a little while ago is like I know this is very dated, but Mrs. Maisel, like when she got the writing job, and it was very much like, which I'm sure probably still happens today. She was like the only woman in the room, and it was very like she had to do 300% more work to actually like get one of her ideas in there, or like, right? Like that's the only thing that pops into my mind. Have you seen anything that
I mean, like 30 Rock.
they're
but
30?
that-
Oh yeah, 30 Rock. That's the like
That's, like,
extreme on
very
the other side.
exaggerated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that at least in the rooms that I have worked in, the like racism and sexism and hiring practices is at least like not as intense. Like I've been very fortunate to be, like working for people like shows that like prioritize that and care, but it still is like it's still like a lot of straight white men. And then as far as 30 Rock, yeah, I was rewatching 30 Rock during my season as head writer and on Ruins Everything, and I was just like too real. Like at some point where it's just like Liz is like cleaning up everybody's scripts that are like a mess, and like not that like all my writers were like a mess or anything like that, but it's just like ultimately like the job of the head writer. Like I loved it. I love to work. I am a glutton for punishment, but it is just like the more you move up is like the more you're just like doing more work and rewriting other people's drafts.
Yeah.
And yeah, there are usually a lot of snacks going on though, so that also rings true. We didn't have like none of the shows I worked on had the budget for like a Ludachristmas, but like plenty of LaCroix.
Nice.
Oh, I had another question and it just left my head. Oh, do you get the same, like when we watch ourselves on video or hear ourselves talk on an audio recording, like some people cringe like, oh, I can't believe that's me and what I sound like. Is there an analog to that, like when you've written something and you see it on screen?
Oh, no, because I don't perform my own other than
Sure,
stand-up,
but
don't
like,
perform
oh,
my
I
own
wrote
stuff.
that. Oh, it's,
So it's kind of like, oh wait, yeah, someone who like knows how to act is like doing this. So like it's
That's not true.
yeah, nothing against the podcast. I will never watch this because yeah, I can't stand watching myself or listening to myself, like not as bad. But yeah, I usually like generally, even if I like record my sets for stand up, like I never actually go back and listen to them, which is like, I don't know. I'm working on this solo show and I'm like, okay, like I feel like I should really work on the performance aspects, and I'm gonna like at least record the next one and like force myself to listen to it. And I'm already like, oh, what am I doing?
It's so hard.
I feel like
Yeah.
I've taken over. I'm sorry. I did
Oh,
check.
it's okay.
You call. Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna shut up for a little
Do
bit.
we want to
I'll fade into the
No.
back.
Yeah. Do we
Who's
want to
taking
get
I
into
like
this,
how
by the
you
way?
slowly moved out of the like.
I know we can really play with space now.
I love that.
Oh.
Walking down the stairs and like the elevator
Oh,
bit.
yeah,
I love-
Classic.
I'm
Yeah.
always a 5-year-old.
They're
I always turn into a
classics.
5-year-old. Yeah, you do.
Do it again. How did he do it?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my God, you're like a
Now
magician.
we need to- Where
I believe it's happening.
Spiral staircase.
Ooh,
Yeah, I like it.
I
That's
haven't
a
seen
good-
that
you
one.
throw a
That's
little-
good. That's
A little
good.
English on the ball. Yeah.
That's wow.
All right.
Who's
Yes, that
kitchen
is a
this?
very
Love
baseball
this
term.
style.
This is Ralph's kitchen.
We just redid it.
I'm
Nice.
crashing the party today. We don't
Yeah.
always do it together, but
Cabinets, looks good.
yeah.
Thank you. Yeah,
It's beautiful.
that's the one thing we get a lot of compliments on, that like dusty blue color.
Yeah.
Cabinets.com. I'm happy to plug them. They were very wonderful to work with. There was a stock we
sponsor.
had. Please support. Please sponsor us. Cabinets.com. This is great.
Please.
I will be happy to plug them elsewhere too. Just if they can send me some free cabinets, I'll
Right.
I'll review my kitchen. That sounds good.
That's our hashtag for this episode is
Yeah.
hashtag cabinets.com.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I will definitely tag them in all of our posts in hopes that we all open and we get a knock on our door and it's just a bunch of cabinets.
Yeah. They're not even like the right
What?
size.
They
It's
don't
like
have-
not enough.
they
There's just like 2 in one box and like 15 in another.
Hang 'em
It's
up.
just all doors.
Yeah, it's just one of them. none of
Oh,
them
sorry.
have a
Yeah,
handle.
Cabinets.com only handles cabinet doors.
They don't
Oops,
let
all
us pick
doors.
them. They just
Yeah.
like, doors. That's
I think we should get into our
Yeah.
recipe. Yeah.
Let's get into
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sexy chicken time.
Sexy
Sexy
chicken.
time.
And I know. Oh, I'm sorry. Go
Oh,
ahead.
yeah. Do you want to?
No.
Okay.
You do it.
Today we're cooking glazed chicken skewers with soy sauce and ginger. Serves 2 to 4, unless you have to, like me.
And I know, Shannon, did you try the recipe this time?
No,
To cook
Ralph, because contrary to popular belief and Harrison Bucker, I am not allowed in the kitchen, and so I do not cook. But later on, I do sort of act, and I'm going to give us a reading of a sexy story that we got before the recipe. So for those of you who don't know, this cookbook, there it is, right there, 50 Shades of Chicken, is based on
Found in
50
Gag.
Shades of
Bonded
Grey,
chicken.
and they have delighted us with a
One
sexy
way to put it.
story
Yeah.
for each recipe, and I'm going to do a dramatic reading of one later. But let's find out how you guys did first.
You want
On said
to
recipe.
hold up our
Yeah.
plates?
Try not to drip on your computer. That's the real challenge.
Yeah. Oh
That
yeah, I'll
is-
hold up my plate and you guys can be like, you did not follow the recipe strictly. No, I did not.
Oh,
Ooh.
give me a little salad.
You elevated it.
Yeah.
Well,
You
okay.
did.
So here are the key things that I did.
Okay.
Yes,
differently.
please.
I'm excited.
I used salmon instead of chicken. I don't eat
Ooh.
meat. I feel like I probably should have used tofu. That would have been better for like a more neutral chickeny kind of flavor. But I do eat non-shellfish fish, so I use salmon because it was also sitting in my fridge for a week and about to go bad. And then I saw my husband went grocery shopping today, so I put like anything else on the list. But there were things like I was like, I don't need like a whole bunch of scallions. Then the rest of the scallions are just gonna go bad. So I was just like, I'll skip the scallions. There's broccoli because we had broccoli already. Rice because the very similar salmon dish that we've started making week to week, it also like just is basically this, but with a different sauce. And yeah, I missed the part where it's for 2 to 4 servings, which makes sense because my critique was going to be like, oh my God, like so much sauce, like way too much sauce. And I'm like, I have like broccoli and rice absorbing some sauce and it still feels like too much, but that would be why. Because it is too much sauce for what I make.
I don't know if I didn't follow something, but I feel like I didn't have enough sauce.
Mine feels soaked in. It's very soy heavy.
Okay.
I didn't use the ginger. I got some, and then it immediately felt, because I just need to learn how to do kitchen things. But when I was peeling it, it just like a nub broke off, and the rest of it fell into the trash can. So I just need to peel it over a cutting board, I think is my main. I haven't learned my lesson yet. One day.
The last.
I forgot that too. I didn't actually I used garlic powder and like ginger powder. I even had garlic and I was just like, anytime there's an option to like not peel and chop the garlic, I'm like, I'm really fine.
Yeah.
I couldn't find sake today, so I got Marsala wine and I used that because it's like, it's still on the sweet side, but it's not as sweet as, and I think mine turned out a little not as sweet as I would have liked. I mean, this is still delicious, but I feel like the sake would have made it sweeter.
Too much
What was it
sauciness
supposed to
aside,
be?
I am like, this is so much better than I expected it to be.
Oh,
I did
no,
not,
good.
I will admit I had low expectations for the 50 Shades of Grey chicken parody.
As you should. As you should.
Honestly, the 3 recipes we've done so far from this book have been pretty good.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm really enjoying this.
It was pretty simple too. Yeah. I also
One
couldn't
down.
find skewers and didn't like broil / bake because I was like 6 minutes total seems like not enough time.
Yeah.
So I did it like in a pan on the stovetop.
Correct. Oh, good, good.
where I could like see what was happening.
Have you
Smart.
ever, yeah, have you ever broiled anything? Because it's really scary.
Scary.
that I had like maybe like roasting vegetables or something. That's probably
Okay.
the only time that I've used my broiler, if at all.
Yeah, so the reason you had to soak these in water is because they basically burnt the skewers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was also scared of that. I was like, I saw the part about soaking water. I'm like, okay, because like they will catch on fire, and like, what if they start the fire? I know if I've soaked them long enough, like they'll
Immediately.
yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
They still, yeah, I'll just use my fingers, whatever. Yeah, they still caught on fire.
Oh no.
I know, and I always get nervous, so I'm like taking pieces apart. I'm like, it's cooked inside, right? Yeah. Chicken's so true. Like, it's the first season was so much easier because we didn't have to deal with chicken like ever.
Yeah.
Well, that's part of what makes it so sexy because it's like the danger of like, ooh, will
Yeah,
I
it
get
is a
salmonella?
danger, yeah.
I don't know. Will I get a food transmitted
Salmonella
chicken,
is-
a
yeah.
chicken transmitted disease, a CTD?
CTT.
Uh,
Salmonella is so fucking sexy, baby. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but you
no,
know,
Aubrey, it's not. No.
It's how you stay svelte.
an intense bout of vomiting is really good for your abdominals.
I'm
It
just
does, yeah.
saying.
You can get a six-pack that way, you
That's
know?
true.
Just go.
Are we doing like
Not
the,
recommended. Not
Not
recommended.
Not recommended,
We are
please.
not.
we're like doing the PR spin to like rehab salmonella's image. We're like, look, this stuff in the background, but
I don't
there
think
are
we wanna-
some positives to salmonella.
There
Yes,
are.
there are.
I don't know if we want to be the podcast responsible for making salmonella sexy, you know?
Hey, cabinets.com. Do you like salmonella?
If so.
If so, have we got some doors for you? No, I like
They-
this. This has actually turned out pretty good.
It's good.
Yeah.
yeah, it's not
Alright.
bad.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying
It's
it.
cold now, but
I think
I was
next
also like after I'd made it, I was worried. I was like, oh wait, like what if like the fishy taste like just makes it like just like doesn't go with these flavors at all, and it just like tastes
Oh.
like absolute garbage. And I made this big batch of garbage.
it's always a risk here at Cookbook.
It's true.
Which is also sexy. The risk.
So, see?
It's the risk. See,
Yeah.
we
The risk.
thought that it was about, we thought the sexiness was the chicken, but actually, it's the risk involved with these
Yeah.
recipes.
Mhm.
Right.
And also,
Oh my gosh. All right, guys. Well, do you want me to read this
Jen has a
sexy
treat.
story?
We're in for a treat.
Yes, please.
Are we though? I don't know that that's true. Okay. All right, guys.
Nice
Welcome
title.
to story time.
Just like a
I like that
Treat.
you wrote that you sent me a picture of this and you just wrote delicious at the top.
I did not. That came with the book. Somebody who owned it
Oh!
before
yeah.
marked which
Incredible.
recipes they liked. Yeah.
Incredible. I
Yeah.
want to know everything about this person who previously owned this book. That is our that's our next season.
Track
Where
down
we
Where did you
dive-
get this? Where did you find
we-
this? Can we track this person down?
We have to.
Yeah. I bought it on Amazon used and we anonymously sent it to Ralph.
That is true.
Oh yeah, yours aren't as salty as mine are.
No. Why?
That's what she said.
That's what she said. I don't know.
Ew. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm in sexy time story. Okay.
Get
So,
back to-
all right. So, we're going to find this person. Side note. All right.
They're on my Amazon. I have a connection. We'll find them. We'll get there.
All right.
Hey, person whose book this was, give us your address and cabinets.com will send you some free doors.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And they loved this recipe. They thought it was delicious. So, I think this is the right episode for them to be watching. Or listening to, whichever your preference is. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm delaying this because I don't want to do it. Okay, no, just kidding. All right. Are we ready? Okay. I'm in the sub-zero, marinating in soy and sake, when someone calls to me. It's the aloof radish from the crisper that I noticed on my first day.
I'm
Can I
sorry.
help you? Yes.
This is from the chicken's perspective.
This is from this.
From the chicken
I
perspective, yeah.
believe so. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. I
Yeah.
should have prefaced that. I am so sorry. This is from the chicken's perspective.
You had the
Wow.
right reaction though.
Yeah.
So
that was a very important information that I did not disclose.
Sexy chicken,
the
baby.
chicken wants us to cook it. I don't know. This just like opens up a whole can of
There
worms.
are
Yeah,
so
you-
many questions you
No
will
problem.
have before, during, and after.
I'll
And
save
we'll-
them. I'll
we'll
save the
try
rest.
to
I'll
address
write them
them.
down.
Yes, please write them all down. Because I don't know that we will have. This is actually book club. Sexy Chicken Book Club. That's what this
Take
is.
note.
Okay. All right.
Mm.
Chicken.
This is good.
Get in the. It's hard to get into the mindset of a chicken.
Yeah, how did
Um,
you prepare for this role?
I prepared by clearing my mind and just running around aimlessly because I've heard that is what you do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just when they have their head. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Well, if the chicken is in
um,
the fridge, its head is off. You got it. You know
Great.
you
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Yeah,
You're a pro.
I've been doing this a long time. Okay. I did ask the 10 questions. What was their favorite? Okay. All right. Back to this. Can I help you? I ask. What could a radish want from me? No. I just want to look at you. Her tone is unnervingly soft. Like me, she's pale, pink, and skinny. But I can see she's wilty and faded now. What do you have that I don't? She asked sadly. Oh, I should have said that sadly. God damn, I should have read this before. Okay. What do you have that I don't? She asked sadly. And she fades away again into the crowded crisper. My subconscious rises up before me like a green-eyed ghost. 15, she shrieks. 15 previous ingredients! I recall Blade's past. It occurs to me that his other ingredients have known this marinade, those hands, that burning glaze. I am transfixed by this radish's piercing question. What do I have that she hasn't? At scene.
Wow.
Well done.
Well
Yeah.
done.
Thank you so much.
Well
Riveting.
Yeah,
Yeah, one of mine's.
riveting stuff.
Yeah. I have so
I'm in the sub-zero, marinating in soy and sake, when someone calls to me. It's the aloof radish from the crisper that I noticed on my first day.
I'm
Can I help
sorry.
you? Yes.
This is from the chicken's perspective.
This is from this.
From the chicken
I
perspective, yeah.
believe so. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. I
Yeah.
should have prefaced that. I am so sorry. This is from the chicken's perspective.
You had the
Wow.
right reaction though.
Yeah.
So
that was a very important information that I did not disclose.
Sexy chicken,
the
baby.
chicken wants us to cook it. I don't know. This just like opens up a whole can of
There
worms.
are
Yeah.
so many questions
No
you will
problem.
have before, during, and after.
I'll
and
save
we'll-
them. I'll
we'll
save the
try
rest.
to
I'll
address
write them
them.
down.
Yes, please write them all down because I don't know that we will have. This is actually book club. Sexy Chicken Book Club. That's what this
Take
is.
note.
Okay.
So I had this before we started recording. We all kind of agreed that like the recipe, the way the recipe was written, like
Mhm.
it wasn't that sexy. Honestly, I think that had a lot of like colorful adjectives, but I wouldn't say that anything about that passage was particularly like sexually charged or whatever.
No, this one wasn't. The last one made me very uncomfortable.
Okay, good. That's relief.
And I really hope everyone in my house heard me saying it. Because now they think that I'm not, the strike hasn't been great. So my career has taken a turn, and now I'm just a sex phone operator. Which, good for everyone who's
Right.
doing that. Like,
Sex
you
work
gotta
is
make
work.
money. You gotta make money. I just don't really want to do that in my house. with
Yeah,
my
and you don't want your
parents
top
nearby.
client to be like into chicken this much. Like,
Right.
Yeah,
No.
you're right. You're right. Yeah.
No, but
That's
not
again,
to kink
if they're
shame, not to
paying,
kink shame, but
Same, Sam. Yeah.
if they're paying,
yeah.
Yeah. If the money's good, you know.
Yeah,
I
I'll be
need
any
that
type of
residual check,
bird you want.
that chicken residual check.
Chicken residuals, baby. What's sexier than chicken residuals? You know.
Very little.
Very
So
Um,
I believe in a name was mentioned, like Blaze or something. So is that the
Yes.
guy who owns the fridge and all the food in it, I guess?
Yes, it's their kitchen.
Okay.
Which I assume is I don't know. I'm making all this up. I'm just answering these questions like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I assume
you're the actor, like you know subtext. Like this is all there. I've just like not seen it.
Right.
Yeah.
I appreciate you asking these questions. This is really good for my thinking. I do think that Blaze is the kitchen owner, the chef, if you will.
Yeah.
And I believe that they have a kitchen very similar to Ralph's. And you know where they got their cabinets?
Don't tell me.
What?
Was it cabinet altogether now? Cabinet.
Cabinets.com.
This is gonna
For
work.
all
This
your
is definitely
cabinet
gonna
This is gonna work, yeah.
We're gonna get a strongly worded email tomorrow. Like, please.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to go back through the edit and like redact out like all the mentions. It's just gonna be like .com.
They're gonna slap us with a lawsuit.
We're being
No
very
desire
kind.
to get
Wow.
sued.
Honestly, yeah, we're only singing their praises.
Right? With nothing but good stuff about cabinets.com.
We did imply that they might only send you doors.
Well.
We may have more than implied it. I think we said it.
Said, yeah.
Well, I think we said, wouldn't it be funny?
Well, yeah,
It's
right.
like, we're comedians.
But cabinets.com would not do that to you. Don't worry.
No.
Nope.
Just
No.
us weird comedians feel that cabinets.com might do it, but they won't. Don't you
Yeah.
worry. They are a 100% reputable company.
Yeah,
Fix it.
they guarantee satisfaction, probably, I assume.
Yes,
Absolutely.
I would
It's
guess.
in the fine print.
Yeah, read all
It is.
the reviews. I bet none of them say, whoops, we got all
Whoops,
It's got doors.
Just go to Amazon, just do some research. Always good, you know, just whatever.
I think we should all, after this, go find their website, and if there is a comment section, be like, whoops, all doors, just like flood their comments.
Like,
Oh
what?
my God.
What is this?
I wish you could still change like the Wikipedia pages easily because I'm sure they have them. Cabinets.com, Wikipedia.
It's
We
just
could change it all.
doors.
Yeah, just
Okay, so you can't edit Wikipedia pages anymore.
I thought
You
you were
cannot?
harder. Oh, can you? I thought someone told me recently it was either harder to do, but I did not fact check it. So
I was trying to a few months ago. I forget what, I think I was just like trying to look up the title of like one of the Archer episodes that I wrote, and like I was on the Wikipedia page, and like my name was like spelled very wrong.
oh no.
like not even like, oh, an extra L in Allison, or like Z-I-E for Zyra. It was just like, oh, that's just like straight up not my name. So I was like, maybe I could change this. And I thought I was too dumb to figure it out. But maybe I couldn't. Let's go with I couldn't. Let's go with it wasn't possible. It's not that I am technologically illiterate.
No, I don't think that's true about you. I also there has to be like an email, there has to be like a webmaster for
Yeah. I mean, like I didn't try that hard, and then I was like, this doesn't matter. It's fine. Like, it's fine. It's on the IMDb, whatever.
That's
true.
spelled correctly. I
Spelled
hope.
correctly.
It's where it
Maybe.
counts.
Who knows? You can change
Yeah.
that though. I do know you can change.
You can do that.
pretty easily.
So do we want to do a speed round of questions?
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
All of them are food related. Some of them are chicken related. We won't know until we ask them.
our world famous sexy chicken
Yep.
questionnaire.
Yep.
Question 1. What do you think the sexiest food besides chicken is?
Okay, stop me if you've received this answer before, but I would say a single strand of spaghetti shared with one person that like as you're eating it, then your mouths meet and you kiss. If your dog's, even sexier.
Love it.
I love it. Yeah, we have not gotten that one.
No,
Yeah.
that is a good
I
one.
forget what
Well, that's the only correct answer from
The only correct answer.
Yeah.
I would agree. I would agree. Everyone
gonna-
else is going to be wrong.
Yeah, we're gonna kick off. We're gonna end the Zoom if the next guest.
Or just tell them, be like, hey, we usually ask this question, but we'll just give you the answer to this.
The only answer that counts.
We just put it in the email. Yeah, I think it's a solid move. Yeah.
All right. What are 3 songs you would put on your sexy cooking playlist?
Okay, since you guys did send me these questions ahead of time, I gave it lots of like 5 minutes of thought. And so the first one I picked, like, definitely is like solidly like, okay, yes, we can see the food connection. It's not really about food, but we can see this. So that birthday cake song by Rihanna, where she's like cake, 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 cake.
Oh
cake.
yeah.
And then like, yeah, it's about like licking icing off and whatever. Way sexier than this recipe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not anything about like licking the sauce as you're off your fingers as you're eating the chicken, whatever.
Yeah.
So that was one. And then I just started to think about, okay, what are songs that I can think of without just Googling songs with food in them that have food in them. And there is an Elvis Costello album called Blood and Chocolate, and there's a song that is not called Blood and Chocolate, it's called Uncomplicated, but the first words of the song are blood and chocolate. And it was like half of those things are food, so that's number two. I mean,
Well, depends
if
on
you
who you
like
are.
love a raw steak, then they're both food. I don't know.
Yeah, see.
True.
Or a
And then
vampire.
third is more just like, I'm just like, I don't know. I also just like this song, Peaches by the Presidents of the United States of America.
Yes.
It's the best.
Yeah, I don't know if any, other than the Rihanna one, I don't know that any are next. The Elvis Costello one is like, I don't know, maybe a little sexy, but Peaches, no. I think that the peaches are probably a euphemism, but for something much more like crass, you know? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Talking about he either, or he just really loves eating peaches.
Yeah.
Oh.
I had to think for a second, but yeah,
Yeah.
I got it.
I mean, yeah.
Oh.
Like break it down, like peaches come in a can. They were put there by a man.
We
like,
do have a
In a
we do
factory
have a very
downtown. Yeah, maybe it's not about sex. Or that's a whole lot. It's a whole
Maybe
lot of
they're- yeah.
we do have a very large preschool following, so we have to keep it G.
Well, Chris Ballou he was like the lead singer of the Presidents of the United States of America, and he also does children's songs now.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah.
Look,
You know what? We should reach out to him to write a theme song for you guys. A G-rated theme song, and then maybe in exchange for that partnership, you guys can get him some
Cabinet
stuff, yeah. See?
Weirdly enough, we do have his contact info because he did Quiplash to Save America with us. He was so kind and he came on playing.
That's right.
That's very cool.
we might be able to make that dream come true.
Can we call him? Can we call him right now?
We didn't get his cell phone number. We're not that bold.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Give us, once we get our free cabinets from cabinets.com,
There's no stopping you.
then
Yeah.
we'll be bold enough to knock on the door of.
Yeah. You'll be
Donna.
drunk with cabinet power.
That is a lot of power though, actually.
That's
Yeah.
a new tagline. Like, there's
Cabinets.com, drunk with power.
you better get a writer's credit for it.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, like I don't know. If anybody sent me like any free shit, I'd be like, wow, I'm the most important person in the world.
Yeah.
Cabinets for me? Oh my
Sure.
god.
We've been
Wow.
trying to get free shit this whole time, and we have not. I guess maybe we didn't try hard enough.
Yeah, we keep plugging random
Yeah.
companies, but nobody's bit yet.
Yeah,
Maybe anyone
Jolly Rancher.
watching this who owns this cookbook would be like, yeah, why did I buy this? And they can like send you all their shades of gray, 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, maybe that's once we release this into the world, we will request that anyone who has a qualm with the 50 Shades of Grey, we'll open a PO box and they can send it.
50 Shades of Chicken book drive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
those that-
it's our little little library. Was
Oh
it?
my
Yeah,
god,
yeah.
it's just
Yeah,
all.
like, yeah.
Just all
A
chicken.
free little library just like stuffed with 50 Shades.
That's such a good bit, and there's a few right by me, and I would be willing
I would
to
be, yeah.
just temporarily remove all the books.
Just put these in. Expand everybody's horizons.
That's awesome.
All right. Number 3. Who is the sexiest food mascot?
Mm.
Tricky.
Can't read my own handwriting. Yeah, I have no idea what that says. Second, I was gonna say, not necessarily my type, but Chester the Cheetos cheetah.
Yeah.
Like he's like a bad boy. You'd be like,
Yeah.
I can change him. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of
A little full of himself, but
Yeah.
yeah, I can see it.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
Taylor Swift's type.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then then her
Cool
fans would be like,
sunglasses.
"What? Like he's racist?" And she'd write a whole album about him.
Yeah.
That's everyone else gets that vibe, right?
Yeah.
Like we
For
all.
Chester, yeah, for sure.
Every
yeah.
time I see him.
I also, again, like not my type
hard to
and
take.
maybe not particularly sexy, but you know who I think fucks? The Pillsbury Doughboy. I bet
Oh,
he.
absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
He
Yeah.
literally touches his belly button and he goes, "Ooh."
Yeah. There's
Like, that is a king.
there's some people that love that.
Yes.
Love that.
Yeah, he's a short
Oh
king.
boy.
Oh,
For
yucking and
sure.
yums. Yeah.
Short king with a dad bod. I mean, what more do you want?
Oh wow, yeah.
Very
love
yeah,
it.
very
Who,
short king.
who also supplies
Very
you
short.
with cake products and delicious croissants. And quite
Yeah.
honestly, what more do you? You know what? I take it all back. That's my dream man.
Dream
Okay.
man. Perfect. partner.
All right.
Yeah,
next question.
perfect boyfriend.
PBDB.
Sweet, sexy little sweetheart short king, perfect boyfriend.
Yeah.
Cheetah would be like, I don't know, here's some more fucking Cheetos, like, and you'd be like, I
Right.
really am sick of these Cheetos.
And then you're a
my house
mess.
is orange.
Yeah,
You
he would
have
leave
to stop.
he would leave his dust all over you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your hands are a
Oh.
mess
Oh, I'm sorry.
afterwards.
I'm
It's
so
a
sorry
whole
I said that.
thing.
No, it had to be said, Aubrey. It's okay.
It did.
did
You're
that.
correct.
Oh.
All right. What would your sexy cookbook be called and why?
I feel like I tried to like come up with some silly things for this, but I feel like I'm not enough of like a cooking food person to like know enough actual cookbooks. So then I was like, okay, porn name. So I was like, Debbie Does Dishes, but that doesn't really.
Oh, I love it.
I love it.
Debbie does dish.
The Actually Naked Chef. Remember that guy like 15 years ago who called himself
Yeah.
naked? Very,
Yeah.
very topical reference. And then this might be it. Raw. I feel like raw
Ooh.
could be very
Chef's
Yeah.
graphic.
Oh, yeah.
Simple.
Simple,
Love it.
raw,
Yeah.
if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And then like, yeah, all these like
Down,
strip
stripped
take
down.
photos of the books being like, I like it raw. Like, oh my gosh, I should
Yeah.
write this. I should
Write
write this
stuff.
book.
Stripped down. Yeah, that's your next.
And then
that's your next
someday,
thing.
3 weird comedians will have a whole podcast where they make all the recipes
Just
and invite their friends on to do the same.
I would be honored. Let's be back here. Let's like meet back. Let's circle back in like 5 years.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You'll
You'll
be
be
trying to write and like find a publisher and like maybe learn how to cook. That might be a prerequisite for writing a cookbook.
Well,
Nope.
it's raw,
It might
so
take 10 years. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. No.
You don't have to
okay,
cook
that's
anything.
even more
it's
perfect.
like
Wow.
take something out of the fridge, put it on a plate, boom, done.
That does show how far I have to go with learning about cooking though. I was like, how do you cook raw food?
Yep.
That's so good. So yeah, we could have you on as season 3. I mean, honestly, it feels like it won't take as long as we thought it would.
Recipe 1, carrots. Go buy some carrots.
I would love that because
Yeah.
that's so much easier than this.
And like baby carrots, you don't even have to peel them. You do nothing.
Yeah.
You just open the bag.
Open pour.
Awesome. Yeah.
It would be like a textbook. The recipes get more complex as you go on. Like it starts out with is it lettuce just on a
Yeah.
plate. That's it.
Like,
but then the
okay.
next chapter, it's like
Basic math.
Yeah.
something on
You've
top of it.
Mastered iceberg lettuce. Are you ready for
What is
salmonella safe raw chicken? How do you not cook chicken and make it safe? Crack that. This book is going to be a bestseller.
Ooh, yeah.
The last recipe is just like isn't it blowfish or whatever where you have to like
Yeah, you have to like
that
cut it.
you have to
yeah.
cut it like a very
Yeah.
specific way or you
Yes.
die.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's basically like diffusing a bomb.
But
That
it's chicken.
I would never sign up to eat that, to cook that. Like
No.
Who's doing that? I don't know.
You know, I wouldn't.
No,
I
thank you.
wouldn't. No. I found like a pinkish piece of chicken. I'm already freaking out. So
I think we're fine.
I think we're
You were
fine.
so pro salmonella not 30 minutes ago.
I
And now
know,
you're
I
all
know.
like, oh, I don't know. I'm too good for the pink chicken.
You all know me, and you know I've done worse.
That is true.
And my health insurance just kicked back in. So
Oh, you're fine then. Yeah. Eat the
happens,
yeah, what are you
happens.
scared of
Okay,
then?
great.
Eat it. Eat the pink chicken.
I just don't want to vomit in Ralph's beautiful, pristine kitchen.
No, do
That's
it.
true.
It takes
But
a
you know,
minute.
if you do, that's just an excuse for him to hit up cabinets.com.
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 Yeah.
Cabinets.com.
This is what happens when improvisers get back together in a room. Sorry, you had to do
All right.
that.
Last one.
Okay, yeah, last one. Sorry, that was doing it.
Oh,
Okay.
ended.
Kill, fuck, marry. Oranges, salsa, and marshmallows.
Ooh.
Okay. Right away, I was like, marry salsa. I just don't think I'd get tired of salsa.
Same.
I had a hard time going between kill and fuck for marshmallows and oranges, which is like those are two very different things. But I was like, I can see it either way for either of them. I think I'm gonna wind up going with fuck oranges. It feels like more of a like a set. There's juices and
Yeah.
Yeah.
the peeling is like you probably have to be like skilled to do that like really well. I'll just kill marshmallow. I just like I can't, a marshmallow can be really good, but it can also be really, really bad.
Yeah.
So to save anyone from eating a stale marshmallow, I will just kill that fucking marshmallow.
Smart.
I still have a sense memory of, oh my God, this has to be like 20 years ago. I was seeing this random dude and he had a fire in the back of his, not like a fire, but like a little fire pit in his backyard. And we were roasting marshmallows and drinking beer. And it was the worst fucking combination ever. And I can
Ew.
still taste it in my
Oh,
throat
no.
of how disgusting it all. And now to this day, I still can't eat roast marshmallows because my body's like, absolutely not. Nope.
No.
We remember what happened. So
Yeah.
I didn't like get sick or anything. It just like
That's
that
disgusting,
taste
yeah.
stays with you for a long
No,
That's
time.
cool.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bad idea.
Yeah, who
So I would
decided
also-
on that combo?
Yeah.
I was young and in love. Yeah.
Yeah. It happens.
I would have
For
done
the rest of
anything.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you clearly by your choices in Cookbook, you have excellent taste.
I know it's just careened
Elevated.
downhill. Yeah, for the last 20 years. What are you gonna do?
Oh, man.
Speaking of careening, we are careening towards the end of this episode. This has been a lot of fun, I
This has been
think.
so much fun.
Um,
I agree.
Yeah, this has been anything. We don't know when this episode's gonna come out. Hopefully within the next month. But if you have anything that you want to plug long term or anything you
Yeah.
want people to read or watch or listen to, now's your chance.
Sure. I am in the beginnings of working out a hour-long solo show. It's kind of stand-up storytelling, it's called Ready to Die with a question mark. And it's super dark jokes about dead parents and elder care and end-of-life planning. Which sounds fun, right? Like that sounds like a comedy show. So I'm doing that. The next time that I'm workshopping it will be June 30th at 48 Record Bar, unless that date changes before this comes out.
Once we post, we'll update all the stuff in the post, not in the audio. We want AI there or anything.
Yeah, and then we'll be hoping to do that show more and more in the future, maybe in a city near you, maybe sponsored by cabinets.com.
Hi,
Beautiful.
Got it in.
Yeah. A partnership is born.
The cabinets.com tour.
Yeah. They're gonna have their own theater one day. Don't dream bigger.
Yeah. Stadium. Like they're like
like a Wells Fargo.
Crypto.com arena next is gonna be the
Cabinets.
Cabinets.com arena.
Yeah, that's the next big website. I'm calling it now.
Sixers, yeah, the Sixers will play there.
I think they should just hire all of us as their new marketing team because this is
Honestly.
some gold we're coming up.
How many times do we get the word out under an hour.
I mean,
At least
at
50
least
times.
yeah, yeah. I was gonna say multiple
Right.
dozens, but
It's been great.
I wasn't keeping count. Real
It
quick.
was more than they've done in the last hour.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I think we
That is
should
true.
get a commission.
They have dropped the ball a
Yeah.
little bit on their marketing.
Doing the work.
Shannon, any last words?
I'm just really excited for your sponsorship tour. I'm
be
just
there.
really happy for you.
Thanks.
No, but
I'm
other than
gonna
that,
I'd say I'd hook you up with some free cabinets, but like you're gonna get them too. So
Yeah.
I
we love
mean,
it.
yeah, and honestly, I just want the knobs that go on the front.
And then yeah.
They are the jewelry of your kitchen.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I love jewelry, so that's not even true. I don't know why I just said that.
I was gonna say the nipples of the cabinet, and your thing
Oh,
I shouldn't have said it at all.
it's
No.
a sexy podcast
Disgusting.
though. We have to go big, you know?
I wish more people on HGTV would say that. You know, the cabinet pulls are really the nipples of the kitchen.
And then if we want to keep it
on
sexy,
your show, on
Immediately cancel. Yeah.
your House Hunter show.
oh yeah.
On our house.
On our
hunter.
next house hunters.
When you guys did that back to back, like the first time it was more centered, and I was like, I see it. I can see it. I see
Right.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Knock
our
a
new
wall out.
poster.
Point to a sconce, point to a
The nipples of the cabinets are right there.
oh yeah, tweak them, baby. Tweak them.
Oh God.
We can open an OnlyDoors account if we really want to get sexy.
That's
Only
another
cabinets.
another marketing avenue. The cabinets.com should
They
be
can do
exploring.
sexy cabinet.
Yeah.
Only doors.
OnlyDoors.com.
Hey, we gotta keep it sexy here at Sexy Chicken
Sexy.
Season 2.
And I
Oh,
think we succeeded. I think
Yeah.
we
I think we did.
kept it very sexy the
Damn,
entire
dude.
time.
any final thoughts?
We are still here, and I love that about.
We're not sick.
We're not sick yet. So
No,
we'll see.
we're fine. We're gonna be fine.
We're gonna be
Everything's
We're
fine.
gonna be fine. I also I do love a skewered food. It's kind of fun to eat.
Yeah.
But it gets tricky and you have to use your hands.
It takes us
to get
back
in there.
to our roots as a hunter-gatherer society.
Cave people.
It's
Yeah.
a chicken popsicle, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
Ew, I don't like that.
You're welcome. I'm so glad we're leaving on that note.
On that note.
On that note, we
All
can
right.
we can do no more.
Thank you, Alison, for being such an amazing
Thank you.
guest. This has been
Thank you for
so
having
much
me.
fun. And we're all very proud of you, and you're doing amazing work. You're doing the Lord's work. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Yeah.
I think
Me and
that's
Mother
it.
Teresa.
Right.
Yeah. You and Mother Teresa.
But only one of you is still kicking.
Yeah. Only one of us is still doing the Lord's work.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Uh,
Win.
again, what has she done lately to call it back to my career?
Absolutely.
Zero.
0%. All right, before we get struck by lightning, thanks everybody for listening to this episode of Cookbook Obscura, and remember to always eat responsibly. See you next time. Good night, everybody.